Hi friend, and welcome back to my channel. Today is a very all over the place kind of day. I am pretty much dipping into every category of an existence that I have. We have a very heavy work day, we have a very heavy author day, and we also have a heavy momming day because we have a play date in a little while. And so I'm gonna try to get as much knocked off my to-do list that I can before my kid wakes up, which honestly has been very early lately. The potty training went really well. The potty training went so well, in fact, that he refuses to utilize the pull-up overnight. So he wakes up at 6:30 asking to go up. Okay, I think it was a false alarm. But anyway, what I was saying is he wakes up very early now and knows that we'll get him out of bed because he'll tell us he has to go to the bathroom, which I discovered this weekend is an actual lie, but we'll see how this goes. But anyway, I'm leaving on Saturday morning to travel to Grand Rapids, Michigan for my first ever author signing event. It's a unique event because it's a ball. I've mentioned that here on this channel before, but I have a lot of preparation to get that all in order to go. I am traveling by myself, and it's the first time ever that I'm having to bring inventory somewhere. It's the first time ever that I'm having to bring my signage and all that kind of stuff with me, and I'm going on an airplane. So trying to map through the logistics of all of that is something we have to get done today. And then I also have some stuff for my job to get done because that's normal. And then like I said, we have a play date in a little while. But if you're up for it, today I'm going to pretty much be preparing everything for my departure. I'd really like at some point to address today kind of what's going on in my head with all of this, because I was talking to my husband about it last night, and I just sort of feel like something is happening, something is shifting, something is changing, and I very much feel like I'm coming into who I'm supposed to be right now, which is a very unique and odd feeling if you've ever paid attention to that as it's happening. So I'd like to talk about that at some point today, but for right now I really need to get some work done because I'm pretty sure my kid's gonna wake up any minute. So let's go. So something that I am bringing with me to this event is I made bookmarks with a quote from my second book on it, which is probably one of my favorite things I've ever written. And it's really cute, first of all. But then on the back, I have in a little sign here. Can you see that? Has a little QR code that has if people aren't following me. So this is basically my version of a business card, but I thought it was a little cuter. And the quote that I have on it is, "If failure is always a risk, you might as well risk failing at the life you actually want." But I'm bringing these, and then I also have stickers that are just cute and inspirational to hand out to anyone that buys a book, which is very exciting. And child is awake, dog is losing their mind, so to be continued. You want a water? Or are you? What about your buzz cut? It's kind of losing its buzz.
Hey, Daddy.
Yeah? Are we gonna go play with friends?
Dean.
Yes, your friend is Dean.
That's it.
Good job.
That's it. That's
So we're gonna play for a little bit and then we're gonna come back over here and have lunch, okay?
Cool.
It is cold.
Ooh.
Ooh. All right. Hey, can you get your cars off the table and put them away, please?
Yep.
Do you see them? Go put them away.
Yeah.
Thank you. Here, you want to put them in here? Thank you. Good job. Yeah. Hi, Babs. Mom's water. Not yours. Yours is up here. Ready?
Bye, Daddy. Bye, Daddy.
Watch out, baby.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Oh
That's okay. Can you get Pete and come over here?
no.
Okay, I figured while Wade is down for a nap and I'm waiting for my lunch to cook in the air fryer, that now would probably be a good time to chat about what I said I wanted to talk about earlier, which is, I know I've mentioned here before that I'm like trying to get practiced in showing up in the author space as an author, and I put, my books out on my bookshelf this weekend, and I had this moment where I was like, oh my gosh, like I wrote those books, like those books exist in the world. And is that gonna bother you that there's a bird chirping in the background? It doesn't bother me when it happens in other people's videos, but I'm just curious. If it bothers you, I won't film out here anymore, but just let me know if that is annoying. But I really wanted to kind of dig into like why we get afraid or don't allow ourselves to show up as the things we want to be, but we're so comfortable showing up as things that we aren't. Like, I worked in marketing in a higher education institution for 3 years, and I had no problem showing up to work, showing up as that person, showing up confidently as that person. I knew what I was doing, I was respected, I enjoyed myself, and I did good work, and I was proud of myself for that. And there was no imposter syndrome with that whatsoever. However, I am an author. I have published 2 books that have received good reviews. I have received accolades from other writers. I went to school for writing. I have a degree in creative writing. There is the proof behind the pudding. Like, it is there, but like, it's not like I'm talking about something that hasn't yet happened. I have done it. There are books with my name on them that I wrote that people like. And it's easier for me to believe that this is all made up in my head and that people are just being nice to me than to believe that I'm actually good, that I'm actually worthy to take up space in this arena, and that I'm actually capable of showing up authentically in the author world. And I think I mentioned in either my last vlog or the vlog before, where I was like, I just never really allowed myself to dip into the author community because I just didn't really feel like I belonged there. And I don't know why I feel that way. I don't know where that comes from. I don't know why I've felt that way. And I'm curious if there's any other creative, whether you're an author or any other type of creative, if you've felt the same way. I know imposter syndrome is a big thing. Like, people feel this all the time. And I did feel imposter syndrome for a little bit with my business, but I just really like put that like taxi light on, and I was like, I'm a business owner, and I just like steamrolled forward with this idea that I was a business owner, and I took myself seriously, and because I took myself seriously, other people took me seriously, and the business was super successful very quickly. I, for some reason, like, can't find my taxi light when it comes to this, and I think maybe because it's more vulnerable with the business, it's in collaboration. And so yes, I'm producing work that other people are paying me for, but it's in collaboration with like what they want, right? There's some guidelines, there's some specifics of like, okay, we're gonna fill these parameters, right? Whereas like with this, I decide the story, I create the story, I write the story, and then whether or not people like the story is kind of up to them. But I am doing it, and I'm trained to do it, and not that you don't need to be trained to be an author, but I did take like I took college level courses in crafting stories and settings and characters and the art of writing, and yet somehow I have this like veil over all of it, like it isn't real. And I don't know where that comes from. I don't know why it's there. I did have, and I mentioned this in my last vlog too, that like this momentary freak out of after everything happened with the book last year, I was really riding high, and I started writing my 3rd book after the 2nd published, and all of a sudden I just got this idea in my head that I was like, I've fooled myself into thinking I can do this and that people actually want me to do this. I fooled myself. They saw a mom in need, and so they threw $2.99 at a book, and I made myself believe that that makes me a successful author. And I really had to come to terms with the fact that that I've supported people online in the past. When I've seen videos pop up on my For You page or my Facebook or whatever, and it's somebody that needs help and they have something that they're selling, I'll buy it. 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna buy whatever it is that they're selling. A lot of times it's a digital product of some sort, and I don't ever download the product. I don't ever open it, use it, read it, whatever. Sometimes I do, but for the most part, if my intention is just to help a person in need, I don't worry about the other part of it unless it's something that I'm really interested in. That's not what happened here. Yes, there were plenty of people that bought the book just to buy the book and support me and help me in that moment, but that could have gone very differently too. If all of these people downloaded, yeah, maybe, and now it's in front of a whole new set of eyes, it could have very well gone very sideways, where once people decided to actually read the thing, if they chose to read the thing, and realized that it was garbage, that could have ruined my career. That literally could have been career ruining. And instead, it launched me and propelled me into where I'm at right now, where I do have people who are waiting for my next book to release, which I just can't even wrap my head around the fact that that's a reality I live in, where there are enough people on this planet that know that I write novels and like what I write enough to kind of be hounding me a little bit. When's the release date for the next book? That fills me with a feeling I can't even describe. I don't know how, I don't have words to describe that feeling. They've read the book, they chose to follow me online, they chose to leave me positive reviews, they've chosen to support what comes next, and I need to let myself sit in that a little bit and appreciate that and allow that to say what it says. I'm curious if any other creatives kind of struggle with this, because I have all of the proof that I need. I have all of the proof. The proof is there. In fact, I have more proof of the positive than anything of the negative. The negative only lives in my head, and yet I somehow allow that to be the louder voice. And so basically, in allowing myself to attend this event this weekend, which I think I mentioned that I never said yes to an event so fast in my entire life. I booked the tickets within 5 minutes of being invited to it last year. And I didn't know what the logistics were gonna look like. I didn't know how any of this was gonna work, but I was like, I'm in, I'm going, let's go. And as the event has gotten closer and closer, in my mind, I just resolved that I was gonna bail, that I wasn't gonna go, that I didn't know how I was gonna make it work, and I certainly didn't know how I was gonna have the confidence to stand in a room full of readers and show up as an author. And I made myself buy a plane ticket, which was non-refundable. I made myself buy a hotel reservation, which was non-refundable, and now I'm going. And I really thought that this week I would feel nervous. I don't feel nervous. I feel really freaking excited. I feel like I'm getting ready to start at my dream company, and that I already got the job and it's mine, and I'm now getting to dress the part and show up. And I'm really glad that's how I feel, and I'm just really gonna lean into that feeling. So basically this vlog is just a giant FU to imposter syndrome and to fear and nerves. And if those are things that you're experiencing right now too, and if you could relate to any of the word vomit I just produced, not today, devil, then you should stick around, because I have a feeling the content that I'm going to be producing moving forward is going to support you and resonate with you and maybe encourage you, because I'm basically in that season of trying to do that for myself at the moment and just allowing myself to show up for the job that I want. And this is the job that I want, and I have it. It's here. It's here right now. It's here right now. And I'm not letting myself enjoy it because I'm too busy being afraid. And that's stupid. That's dumb. That's just dumb. So, thank you for coming to my TED Talk. I'm gonna go eat some lunch.
Papa.
Are you alive?
Papa.
Will you focus?
Yeah.
Are you okay? So the dog got my camera. Did not even think that the dog would be even remotely interested. Why is this so short? What the heck? Hold on. That's ridiculous. Everything is a blue pouch instead of a bar. Okay. Does anyone else feel like everything is shrinking but getting more expensive? A blue pouch. Okay. You know, for a retriever, I really thought that this dog would do more retrieving than consuming. But having the fact that the dog literally got my camera because I had it sitting on the little table out in the backyard while I was walking around the yard and cleaning up his waste. That dog consumes a lot of things that dog should not consume, which is terrifying. But you want me to open that for you?
Yeah.
My child is just like standing here patiently waiting for me to open his pouch. Here you go. We are gonna go to grandma's. We're also going to go run by my sister's because she has the suitcase. It's her suitcase. She's going to let me borrow her suitcase because it's one of those like hard case ones. And I feel like that would be better since I'm bringing my books as carry-ons. I don't want them to get banged up. Okay, let's get in the car. I think you're okay. I think the camera is okay. I would be real gutted if you weren't because this is not a cheap camera.
Go.
Let's go. So it is the next day. I got very busy working on a video for my job, so I didn't ever come back here yesterday. But I did get the suitcase from my sister. So we're gonna get that out of the car. She also gave me a packing cube so that I can... Hey, Wade, get in the house, please. Betty, I need you to get in the house. Can you help me? Can you push this in the house for me? She sent me a packing cube too, which is perfect because I think I'm gonna try, whoopsies, put it in the house, go this way. I'm gonna try to put all of my books in a carry-on and lay my dress across the top of, hey, Oaken, get in the house. Okie, here. Oaken, here, Wade, get in the house. Hold, please. Oh dear. Hey, come on, buddy. Oh, man. Oh dear, it's a circus around here. We are rushing, trying to get ready to go take Wade to school. It's his last day. This is like a class that I attend with him, but hey, Oaken, calm down. It's not that exciting. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is I think I'm gonna lay my dress atop all of the books in the carry-on. One, to kind of keep it from wrinkling, but also to try to add some, add some protection to the books as well. I'll put some packing stuff in there as well. And then put the rest of my stuff in this packing cube that I can stick in a backpack. Anyway, I'm gonna try to get this kid in the car so we can go to school, and I will be back in a little bit to actually like get things packed and move in for this event. Let's pack some orders. I'm gonna be a little bit quiet because my son's room is right across the hall. He uses a sound machine, but he's also been fighting naps more than usual lately, and so he's like listening for excuses to call out to me. But let's see, what's the best way for me to do this? I feel like, so I have some books that I have already signed that are coming with me, and then I'm gonna bring, I think, just a few extras for inventory. We did pre-orders, so that's helpful. All right, so I think this is proving to be a little trickier than I anticipated. I knew it would be hard, but I was talking to a friend this morning and I was just telling them that I think I'm mostly excited because in logistics anyway, this is likely the hardest this should be. Mainly because I'm doing it all on my own. I'm not gonna have any help. I have no one else to rely on. And obviously, hopefully in the future, I'll be traveling for more events. And really that's just kind of up to me, I guess. And I'd like to travel for more events. I just also would like to have help with me when I do that. Okay, that fit in there nicely. Okay, so honestly, this is everything that I'll need. That's not true. Rats. Hold, please. I do have other things that needs to technically go in there. I don't know how these are gonna fit. I probably should test one out. That works. I got those from Walmart for like less than $3. Okay, so I have 3 of those because I have 2 books and this sign that I'm gonna create like a little thing kind of describing what the books are for. Now, I think I've mentioned before, I'm really not counting on this event for like book sales. I'm mostly doing this one for like brand awareness and recognition. So this is where I ended my husband, because I've mentioned before I was not a math and science girly, and this is very geometry, and that was not really my forte. Let's see that. No, that's not gonna work. I feel like you guys are watching this like, no, that's not how that's gonna go. I have to think, because I think this can just probably go in my backpack. That's probably where that's gonna have to go. And honestly, these may also have to go in my backpack. It would be ideal if I could fit them in here, because then everything I need for the event is all in one place, which would be nice. How that work? Let's see. Because then also I have to keep in mind that like I don't want to damage anything. Is that gonna work? Okay, well, I think that worked. I guess I honestly don't really have to worry too much about everything fitting in here as far as like having access to it for the event, because I'm actually setting up for the event before I even check into my hotel. So if this is in my backpack, that's not a big deal. Plus I need to go ahead and print the thing. So the suitcase is gonna be extremely heavy, which is fine, except I'm gonna need help getting this in the overhead bin. So hopefully there's a kind Samaritan with a good back who's willing to help me. Books are done. I think I've told you the bookmark has like a link to be able to follow me on social media and stuff. So it's my hope that people will come to the booth and just kind of get that stuff. If everyone leaves with a bookmark, that would make me happy. Either way, books getting in front of readers is the goal. More so, the goal is for me to meet readers, which right now is what I'm excited to do. I'm excited to meet people and connect, and this is not an event for me that I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to like make my money back in sales. I'm not concerned about that. It's an event I'd want to go to as a reader just in general. Obviously, it's an honor to go as an author, and I was super honored to be invited to it. So very excited for that. And we'll worry about like book sales at future events. That is not what this one is about, which hopefully is gonna be okay, because everything as far as inventory is concerned is gonna have to fit in this suitcase. So that task is something that has been taking up a lot of mental space for me since like November of last year. So that's done. This is going to be my checked bag, because it's my banner sign, which I'll insert a picture of it here. That's what my banner sign looks like. And initially I thought I was gonna bring this as my carry on and check my inventory, but this is actually, the dimensions of this are too big to have as a carry on. So it would not fit in the overhead, according to them. I don't think that's accurate, because I feel like people have brought musical instruments on as a carry on. But either way, according to the internet, this is too large. So I will check this. And honestly, if this doesn't make it for some reason, that's fine. Like I can do the event without my sign. I can't do the event without inventory. So, and this is also easy to replace if they lose it or damage it for some reason. Packing, at least event packing, checked off the list. Clothes packing for the event, still to be done. I guess while I have a minute while Wade's sleeping, I should use the opportunity to go ahead and create this table sign that I've said I'm gonna make for a while, and I've yet to do it. Sorry. You know I'm gonna have my sidekick. So we're gonna make it 8.5 by 11. And it's my intention to have it be something that kind of describes each book, but I don't exactly know what I want that to look like. So what I'm probably gonna have to do is, sometimes you have to research. And by research, I mean see what other people have done take inspiration and go from there. But finding something like this is a little trickier because my banner is about me and I wanted to make sure it was only really about me because obviously the intention is to publish more books in the future, and so I didn't want to just have my only 2 books on there and then when I'm touring for book 3 the 3rd book isn't even on there. That doesn't make any sense. So I feel like, I don't know, I'm gonna have to strategize what this is gonna look like. Oh, I guess I probably need pricing on there, huh? That would be helpful. So maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll have like each book and a little blurb about the both of them and then the pricing. I'm gonna do this and then I'll come back and show you, I guess. The colors come out a little different on camera, but I'll print it and then I'll put it in the frame and let you guys see what it looks like before I stick it in my backpack. Okay, so I ran my errands and I picked up the picture and then I started packing my backpack. Shout out to the Jansport that's been with me since college. I managed to pack all of the clothes that I'm gonna need in here. Like I said, I'm literally going on the airplane, setting up for the event, going back to my hotel, getting dressed for the event, which requires a dress, so that's not in here. I'm gonna put my dress in a bag and then put the bag in here. So I really just have like pajamas and something to wear on the airplane the next day. And I did start to put like my makeup and stuff together, but obviously I still need that before we leave. And then in the front pocket, I have my shoes and my straightening iron because I'll use that to curl my hair. And I'll also bring like my camera and probably my laptop. I'm not entirely sure. I think I'm gonna have to bring my laptop because I'm pretty sure, anyway, it doesn't really matter. I think I have to get some work done while I'm gone. But here is the printed photo. They didn't let me do it as an 8.5 by 11. This frame is 8.5 by 11. So I think I'm gonna have to get a little creative with this. But good news is I have a toddler, so I have craft supplies that I'm pretty sure I can use to get creative. Now the question is, oh, interesting. Front loading frame. Front loading how? Okay, well, probably helps if I read the instructions. Firmly grasp the frame, glass front side towards you with both hands positioned close together on both sides of the corner. That doesn't seem right. Oh. Well. I don't know if that was right or not, but it's open, so there we go. Now, what I would ordinarily do in this circumstance is just line this up on here. Probably either need, oh, you know what I do have? Hold please. Now, of course, the toddler did drop it, so like the mechanism is broken off of it, but Campbell, I love you, but can you please not for 5 minutes? I'm just going to, I guess. That should be good enough. Let's do one right in the middle. Nope. Okay, that should be perfectly fine. And then, let's see. I am, no. I was literally about to say I'm not the most crafty person in the world, and my line of sight on things is not always the best. Well, you know what? That's gonna have to be good enough because that's what I've done. So I'm just somebody doing my best. This is not aspirational content. So now to get it back in, oh, that ain't even. Ooh, she real crooked. Hold on. Dang it. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna just have to leave it. It's gonna have to be fine the way it is. It's gonna have to be fine the way it is. So let's, I guess, lay it in here, and then I just press the glass back in. Is that what I do? I mean, it's not perfect. It's definitely crooked, but it's good enough for right now. that's done. I'm gonna slip this in probably like a laptop case and put it in my backpack. And I'll finish like other packing, etc. on Friday night. I'm actually gonna be vlogging Friday, Saturday, and part of Sunday, I think. Part of Sunday? Maybe just Saturday night? I don't know. So you'll see all of that. That's what I think is what video is coming out next. But for now, I'm going to go take a shower and put like a healing mask on my face. I don't know if you guys have been able to tell, if you haven't been paying attention. Maybe you haven't been able to tell. My skin has been breaking out so badly, and I've been working like the last week or so to try to get it to heal. I know it's from stress and from hormones. I know it is. So there's really not a whole lot I can do topically to help it out, but I'm trying to like accelerate the healing. And I'm just gonna make some dinner, probably something very simple, and probably start editing this video. So I will see you guys again in my next video. Thank you guys for coming along on this with me. I'm so excited for this event, and I'm so glad that I'm excited. I'm so glad that that's the way I'm feeling. I was talking to a friend earlier today, and I was like, you know, it's interesting because I really thought that I'd be super nervous and I could probably allow myself to get really nervous, but I'm instead just choosing to be really excited because the thing is, it's happening. I've bought the tickets, things are non-refundable, I'm going. And this is what I've always wanted. Like this is, gosh, if you had told Joey 10 years ago that this is something she'd get to do, I would be like, no way, no way. And so the fact that I actually get to do it, I want to allow myself to be excited and to enjoy the entire experience rather than ruining it for myself by allowing myself to be super nervous. Because what's the worst that's gonna happen? Like, just let myself enjoy these things and, I don't know, like allow myself to take up space in the author community. And I'm really excited to meet the other girls. I'm really excited to meet all the readers at the event. I'm excited to get dressed up. I'm excited to get on an airplane. I haven't traveled in a long time. So I'm just very excited, and I'm very grateful to all of you for one, going on this journey with me, but also giving me the support to allow me to do these kinds of things, because it's because of the support of the internet that I've gotten here as it stands. And I'm just very grateful, and I'm very excited, and I can't wait to bring you guys along with me, and I will see you guys in my next video very, very soon. Bye.